how much more patience do you think Canadiens fans and, more importantly, team owner Jeff Molson will have with Marc Bergevin?
I think Jeff Molson has all the patience in the world for Marc Bergevin. When we got to speak to Jeff Molson a few months ago, that question was asked to him about why does he think, Marc Bergevin is the person who's the most capable to run this team, seeing their track record. And he said that he's his guy, that he's going to stick with him, that he has full faith that Marc Bergevin will be able to make the Montreal Canadiens a competitive team. Now, if you look at the fan base, I don't think they have much patience at all. And this is going to be a crucial year whenever the NHL season's able to get going for Marc Bergevin to actually do something, instead of saying, we have all these draft picks and all these prospects, the future looks bright, and then the future never really seems to become the present. So Marc Bergevin, I think from the fans, needs to get something going soon. But I think, there's no pressure on him from the owner of the team, Jeff Molson.
I think Jeff has incredible patience. You look at the track record here. Yes, we had a little teaser last year as far as, them advancing and showing improvement. But if you look around the league, at guys that were let go in those positions for underachieving, it's the nature of the business. And bottom line is you have to win. And if you consistently don't get the job done, changes are made. But Jeff obviously sees something that we don't see. And, he's seems to be quite content in letting this play out and eventually see some results. But I'll consider Jeff Molson a very patient man.
Very patient indeed, and we'll see. Marc Bergevin has 2 years left on his contract. So if the Canadiens go miss the playoff, they should have missed the playoffs for the third year in a row. This is a team that's won one playoff series in 5 years. So if midway through this season, if the Canadiens aren't in a playoff spot, and Jeff Molson doesn't give Marc Bergevin a contract extension, meaning he would be going into a lame duck final season as GM, I think that will be the sign that his patience is wearing out. I think the time is enough of this. Marc Bergevin, we'll get in the playoffs and then anything can happen because we have Carey Price, as I've mentioned this show before. The last 2 times they were in the playoffs, Carey Price was their best player, and they lost in the first round because they couldn't score goals. So I think it's 8 years on the job. Enough of this. We're just going to try and get in the playoffs and anything can happen. It's time to make this team a team that gets into the playoffs, and the goal is to win the Stanley Cup, not just get into the playoffs.
Yeah, if it was up to Canadiens fans, Marc Bergevin would have been fired time and time again years ago. Obviously, Molson knows something, has a relationship with Jeff Bergevin that we don't know, but I guess you learn a lot from a guy when you're that deep in a foxhole with someone for that long.
Well, I thought 2 years ago they should have fired him, and Molson didn't. And since then, in Bergevin's defense, he's made some good moves. But is Molson going to give him another 8-year rebuilding plan? No, I think this is going to be a huge season for Marc Bergevin and his future with the Canadiens.
Yeah, well, time will tell. Go to hockeyinsideout.com now and check out this week's full episode.